Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Rob here. Today it's just a short one, but we're starting a brand new series. It's local to legend. We did it on FM22, although it was a little bit short-lived. But we're with Bromsgrove Sporting, it's my local team. Going to try and build our way up from step 3 of non-league, two below the conference, so 3 leagues off league football, and we're going to get them as far as we can. Most of them you've done saves like this before. You know what it's all about. Let's go and have a look at what we're dealing with. Right then guys, here we go. Bromsgrove Sporting, like I say, my local team, got my season tickets, where I'm from, nicknamed the Rouslers, newish club, 2009. In real life, had a great first sort of 12 years or whatever, lots of promotions, worked our way up. COVID stopped us in our tracks a little bit over the last couple of years, and it's a bit more of a struggle than we're used to. So hopefully in the game we can avoid that, and we can catapult us forward and keep that momentum going. Obviously in the game, at this level, not everything. Most things aren't really accurate in terms of playing staff, finances, and things like that. It's pretty much a blank canvas, isn't it, in terms of how the club's built. So good ground though, just under 5,000. That's correct. Local rivals Kidderminster and Worcester, one below, one above. So nothing really to look at there. So finances, as you'd expect at this level, all the clubs on the game are in financial difficulty, and they continue to be until you get way further up, unless you get really lucky. So 4,000 in the red, which isn't a great place to start with. Wage budget of just over 2,000, and we're already spending all of that. So we need to, one of the first ports of call, we need to see if we can save some money there. Youth-wise, there does seem to be a little bit of a setup. One player sort of worth a look. Whether he still will be once we bring players in to improve, who knows. They are a bit of a drain. They're all on like a £5 a week, aren't they? But it adds up. But we'll see how we go. I like to keep it just for realism. I don't know. Anyway, club vision wise, again, it's all pretty standard stuff. Work within the wage budget, obviously. They want a mid-table finish and a sort of just a showing in the cups. Nothing too difficult. They want us promoted within 4 years, which I'd like to think that we do a little bit quicker than that. I'd be pretty upset if we're still in this division in 4 years' time. So hopefully that will change. And we're a little bit lonely in terms of staff. Again, you start with close to nothing. It's Mike Burke, the chairman, me, and we've got Ian King, the assistant, and Ross Thorpe as a coach already here. I'll keep hold of them for now. They're pretty decent for the level. And maybe we look to improve once we've built the club up a little bit. But to be fair, considering we're missing staff in this area, we're competing in the league, so I'm happy enough with them for now. So players then, I haven't done any tactics, haven't had a look at this or anything yet. The first thing I've done though is arrange it by contract, because obviously we're short on cash, and we're going to need to bring players in, and we're going to need to improve things, and there's no wiggle room to do that at the minute. Obviously all of these are real players. Some don't play for us anymore, some do. A lot of the time the positions and stuff like that aren't quite accurate, or how good they are compared, blah 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 blah. So you'd like to keep as many of the real ones around, but chances are the majority of them will move on, which is a bit of a shame, but they do anyway if we're gonna go up the league. So the worrying part here, guys, Joel Kettle, love him in real life, great centre half. He's decent on here, to be fair to him, but he's on £400 a week, which is just under a quarter, so 20% of our wage budget. That's too much, even if he was a star man for us. So we're going to probably have to look to move him on. Jack Hallahan is the same. He's decent. He's got good potential compared to everyone else, but again, £300 and something a week. It's ridiculous. Dimitri Brown, decent, but nothing special. Even here, £200 a week. And then you've got a couple in Jimmy Mutton, who isn't particularly good on the game, £100. Connor Taylor is versatile, so it might be that we allow that and keep hold of him for now. But again, £100 a week. So between even just these top 4 players, that's half of our budget. What can we do? And let's have a look. I mean, we're going purely on what the assistant says, which I know is risky. Kettle is the best of them, but he's nothing like amazing on here. So we'll be able to get better on cheaper than £400 a week. Now, the problem is going to be shifting him, because I imagine that getting rid of him is going to cost. It's going to cost too much. Let's have a look. See if we were just to release him. 51 grand. We can't afford that. So we're just going to have to try and get them out. Mutual termination. I've tried this before. It'll annoy all of them. I don't think they'll agree to it. So for now, I think we just need to sit on them and try and offer them out, and hopefully other clubs come in for them, because we're going to struggle until we can make some wiggle room there. As we go down, like, these ones aren't so bad. Shorrock's on £90 a week. He's not great, but he's got good potential, to be fair. He's on the loan list, which, no, not at this level. I don't see the point of that. No point in that at all. Jamie Molyneux, reasonably new signing, looks really good, but on the game he's pretty rubbish. And again, £80 a week, he might have to go. I think almost all of these players on contracts. Josh Quain, a shame he's on a long-term injury. Mr. Bromsgrove, club legend really, but it's just, I mean, look at this. He won't be happy with this. One crossing. He won't be happy with that at all, but there's no point keeping them. We can get better on non-contracts, like some of the players down here will be better. I think the one to keep hold of is Josh Dugmore. A bit of a jack of all trades here, but he can play any midfield role, do a job in any position for us there. So I think it's important to keep hold of him on 80 grand. He's sort of the only one with a value. I think he was at Birmingham. So he's probably the best we've got. Him and Akos Anodi, who's, I don't know what's happened in real life. I think he's injured. He's gone back from his loan, but he's on loan from Villa. Really good goalkeeper. So, you know, and that's not costing us anything. So he's one that we need to keep hold of. So it's difficult to say tactics-wise and stuff like that, because obviously there's going to be a huge amount of playing staff change, lots of trials and things like that, because it's just cheaper and quicker than scouting. Obviously we need to bulk the squad up quickly. We need to try our best to ship some of these players out, but we are really limited because we've got no money spare at the minute until we get rid of some of those players. On the plus side, if we do get rid of them, half our budget opens up and we can afford to bring a bit more in. But just again, as you can see, these non-contracts, there's actually, you know, some decent players in there. Like, their potential and stuff and their current ability, they're younger and they're as good as what we've got down here on £200-300 a week. So that's going to be a whole overhaul. I think the next time you see this, that squad's going to look very different. Pre-season it's not long, is it? We start pretty early here, mid-August. So we'll play through that. I wonder if we can fit some more lucrative friendlies in. We'll try and do that, and it won't be game changing, but it might just stave off the debt that we're already in. So that's it, really, guys. There's a lot to do. I love these sort of saves though, where you that one club building them up from the, not the bottom, but, you know, near enough the bottom. It is an extended database. I'll put the details of who makes it and where you can find it in the description below. Hopefully you can come on this journey with me. As I say, we did it in FM21. We were still getting to grips with things, and it was towards the end of the game cycle, so we didn't get as far as we wanted. But this one, hopefully, we've got most of the year ahead of us. We can crack on. I'm hoping to keep this one going the whole way through FM22, so I'm really hoping we can crack on. And I'd love it if you came along on the journey with me. So hopefully you're looking forward to it. If you did, give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit us up on the socials, whatever. Big shout out to probably our biggest fan in Joe, who always seems to enjoy every video and always comments and lets us know what he thinks. So big shout out to Joe for sticking with us. Otherwise, guys, that's it from me on this one. I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to crack on, and we'll see you for the start of the season against Royston. Look after yourselves. Cheers.